Hi all, I have an amazing game to show you today by Marius Bofa. This was posted in the Leela Chess forums in the More Games commenting. I'll put the details of the technical details in the pinned comment of the video. So let's have a look. So Leela playing against Stockfish developer version. The opening book given is the semi-Slav defense, so very topical line. This has been seen a lot in recent years, this particular line. So here's the end of the book. And h4 is played, g4. This has all been seen before up to here. Bishop b4 now. Now more usual in this position after knight e5, which hits the g4 pawn, is for black to play h5. This has been seen in hundreds of games. So for example, bishop e2, bishop b7, white castles, and it's a pretty peaceful game. However, we go on the wild side really in this game because Stockfish plays bishop b4. This is ambitiously materialistic. Clearly it pins the knight and kind of threatens knight takes e4. However, Stockfish isn't playing against a fellow AB engine here, and in fact Leela gives up the center pawn. So already we're going a bit crazy now in this game. So the centre pawn might be being given up for this flank pawn. Knight takes e4, and now castling actually giving up potentially another pawn if Stockfish is that greedy to take on c3. If white hadn't castled and allows black, for example, h5, then black ends up with a very nice position, big advantage. So white's going all in with great conviction just to castle here. Knight takes c3 is played. By castling, knight takes e4 is now threatened anyway. So if bishop takes c3, b takes, this position should be okay for white. White grabbing g4, for example, with a nice game. This is a very interesting tactical line where the idea is queen takes and knight f6, for example, as well as hitting the rook. So there's a lot of complications there, but they're okay for white, it seems, after bishop takes c3. So let's go into the game. So we have actually knight takes c3, b takes, super greedy Stockfish, bishop takes c3. So what a start position to have. Guess what Leela plays here? So already 2 pawns given up. Yep. Going all in with bishop takes g4. Now by taking out the g4 pawn, it was controlling f3. It means queen f3 is now available, which hits the soft spot. Black's soft spots are all of a sudden under scrutiny quite quickly here. We have bishop takes a1. So this is really getting crazy. On queen takes d4, then queen f3 hits f7. And for example, this position is very nice for white. So that's absolutely great. And if bishop d2, rook takes, and here, this is interesting because bishop h5, these 3 pieces conspiring on f7, whilst these pieces are still asleep. Seems to do the trick, because actually even the dark square bishop helps out with bishop f4, and the attack is irresistible here of the bishop f7, queen g6. This is absolutely murderous. This is checkmating. All of this is checkmating. So if we just have a look at that again, so bishop d2, so this line with bishop h5, bishop f4 is absolutely winning for white. If king h8, then there's knight f7 check, queen g6 is checkmate. If rook takes f7, then the threat of queen g8, say there, then there's bishop e5 pinning the queen. So yeah, all of these lines are really, really bad on queen takes d4, it seems, queen f3. So already with the king in the center, the soft spot exposed, Stockfish goes all in itself in terms of material with bishop takes a1, and now the soft spots hit with bishop h5. So crazy game so far. These pieces still all asleep. While they were all asleep, this happened. Queen takes d4 is played. If black castles here, then check. Knight takes f7 check. This position with the big idea of bishop e5. So say that's parried. Rook takes a1. This position is very nice for white. White ends up with a big advantage indeed, for example like this. So queen takes d4. We have bishop takes f7, king e7. Now queen h5. So the queen from h5 is not only supporting e5 and potentially going into f7, it still supports rook fd1 here, this rook move, which would cut the king, which would make other ideas of mating, mating nets construction a bit easier. We have rook f8, bishop g6, and now rook g8 is played. Now here, obviously it's a very tricky position. King d8, for example, queen takes. This is a line which is very interesting, where there's a check if the king tries to run away, taking the queen. This can't be good because there's a running h pawn here. White's got a big advantage there. So rook g8, and now, yeah, in this position, the very calm a4. It turns out this position is quite good anyway. Rook d1 is also strong, but a4 is just such a calm idea. We have a6. If queen d8, as an example, rook takes a1, and this is just terrible for black. For example, like this, terrible. So a6, trying to hold things together. Rook e1. So the knight can't move without letting knight take c6 check here. This is awkward for these three pieces here still. One of them moves though, rook a7. Now rook d1, and here black decides, Stockfish decides it has to give up the queen, believe it or not. So why would black have to give up the queen here with queen takes e5? If queen c5, queen takes h6, and the thing is about this position, well, there's a few interesting things about this position, but queen g5 check is now major. So say knight d7, rook takes d7 check, queen g5 is mating. So that's pretty bad. If queen d5, that's pretty desperate. White can just take the queen, take on h6, and this is very strong. That hits a7, and say a takes, and there's a point of queen a3 check here, picking up the bishop. That's winning as well. So this is a really difficult position for black. However it's sliced or diced, yeah, it's incredibly difficult position here. So we have, yeah, this counter kind of queen sack. Bishop takes e5, bishop takes, queen takes. So it looks as though, yeah, rook takes g6, there's things like queen takes b8 here, or queen d6 first, or queen c5. There's all sorts of juicy things. Queen c5 is probably one of the more interesting ones actually to win the rook. So in fact the rook moves, we have queen c5 check, and now bishop h5 protects d1. So it's the queen versus three pieces here. After e5, bishop f3, bishop d7, bishop e4 is a nice blockading square, bishop e6, queen d6, and it seems as though here is an interesting part of the game in its own right, where black's under huge pressure and plays b takes a4, and we have a really diced up pawn structure. So this is quite a number of islands, dramatic number of islands, 6 kind of fragmented pawns. Are they going to drop off one by one like ripe apples? Let's see. If black had played knight d7, then bishop takes c6. This position, white's got a big advantage. So b takes a4. Do the pawns start dropping? Bishop h7, rook e8, bishop c2, a3, yep, one pawn goes, queen d6, now f3, and it seems also white is more solid with these 3 pawns and starts making use of them with g4. So they're together, king f7, King f2, unpinning the g4 pawn. Rook f8. King g3. Rook g8. Black is just waiting, and another pawn drops. Queen c7. Yeah, and this a5 is now targeted. Bishop a4. Rook d8. And now the a5 drops. Queen c3. And now soon, okay, it looks like e5 is on the fire, but h5 here. Queen e3 hitting h6. Now g5, actually just wanting to swap that off, creating a passed h pawn. But now here, yeah, with g8 hit, yeah, the e5 pawn drops. And now, yeah, h6, check, queen c7, king h4 here after that check. And the game actually ended here. Yeah, black's other pawn is about to drop in this position. It was adjudicated as a win for white. So say queen takes c4 check, queen b5 check, queen e5. This position with bishop f5, black's getting overloaded basically. Eventually gets overloaded. White has this dangerous h pawn as well. This is an example winning there from the final position, but it was actually adjudicated as a win here. So this is another dramatic game where Stockfish, the world champion the world champion engine, sometimes shows extremely ambitious materialism in the opening and gets indigestion. Basically, too much material was taken, it seems, off the beaten track of opening theory, actually. And Leela's kind of reacted in a really appropriate manner, hitting those soft spots, getting all the pieces around the opponent's king, basically, keeping these pieces mostly asleep for a large part of the activities there, playing with the king. So quite a good investment of the center and the pieces over here. Yeah, the rook. Yeah, quite a major investment in the opening. A stunning game. And so I picked this up from the thread, because someone was saying, "Well, what a game!" Maybe, yeah, it is a bit of a well-full game. I think you might agree. So if you enjoyed this game, please click on the top left box, which should appear shortly, to become a member at chessworld.net. Play against other YouTubers. You can also check the YouTube analysis in advance of these games from the improved menu you learn from the masters, the YouTube order button. Comments, questions, donations, see the description. Like, share, subscribe with the notification bell, really appreciated. And check out the new Teespring store as well in the description. Okay, thanks very much.